Hey guys, and welcome back to Eyes of the Beholder. Tonight is our very first session of King's Court, where we discuss our campaign and our characters and kind of where we are in the world of Tevintor. So, anyways, I'm Amber, I'm the DM.
I'm Craig, and I play Proud.
I'm Sweet Johnson, aka Coleman, aka Pickles,
Pickles!
and I play Finley.
Hey, my name's Porter. I'm playing Wes Narrows, also known as Wes.
So, guys, starting off tonight, I kind of thought, because someone had brought this up before, about how different your characters are. And so, why did you create who you created? Like, what was the driving force? Why did you go so different?
Like different from what I've been, or
Well, not you so much. Yours is still the same, but the other two.
like this? No, not you. Well, Craig?
for it, no.
Am I going first?
Yeah, man. What's
Shit, okay.
Give us the lowdown. What's the scoop?
On
Yeah.
why I created Proud?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you've all met, at this point now, we've all met Proud's father, and we've seen kind of what kind of king he is. You guys haven't interacted much with my mother, but she's very, very much different in her approach to the way that she raised me and the way that her parenting style and her belief system. And so I took that plus like his role that he has in the kingdom of being this person that they, especially because his father is so apathetic, all the weight of everything kind of being placed on his shoulders to go carry out the orders and the decrees, even from kind of a young age, and how that would affect him and how that would kind of weigh on him, and then kind of he would grow up to be living in that lifestyle and living in that world. That's kind of how I just kind of came up with him. Really, is what would it be like living in this situation, and how would that affect like who you end up being? And I feel like that's who you see Proud being now, is this guy that's been dealing with a lot of cleaning up his dad's messes for years, and having to be the mediator between his father, who's a shitty ruler, and Carrington, who's a greedy asshole. And so it's all just kind of coming to a head with him at this point, I think.
All right.
Carrington really greedy, or is he just?
Maybe he's just misunderstood.
He is not misunderstood. And
I'm not saying he's not a piece
I don't
of
know.
shit.
I don't know if he's greedy. He's just a piece of shit. So, like, maybe greedy is not the right word to use, but he's very self-serving.
Yeah.
He hardly ever does anything that is in the best interest of my people.
Now, is he self-serving, or is he serving the cult, the culty people?
Maybe that's very possible. That might be what it really is. But I don't know for sure yet.
Yeah.
Well, we know for sure that you're betrothed. I mean, she already said he was self-serving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, yeah,
And she kind of
he's
picked
not
that
the
up.
best guy.
And she picked that up from the other one too, Aaron there, Aaron.
Oh, yeah.
So, both those guys, kind of weaselly.
Which, I mean, same could be said about other people.
Seems like a natural segue into talking about how you made Westeros.
Yeah.
Well, the whole premise of Westeros is, for anybody who might have followed our previous campaign, which is not completely done, but I do believe it's completely up on YouTube now.
Yes.
Okay. Our Legend of the Mind Slayers.
Uh-huh.
When I built Dalen, I wanted him to be just a generally good guy. He's the kind of guy that I want to be. And, he's always willing to help people, misguided sometimes because I was the one playing him. But, like, he had good intentions the whole way.
Most of the time you want to be a bear. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Who doesn't?
it's me, all me. But I was like, you know what could I do for this campaign? And I just decided to do the exact opposite. I wanted selfish, greedy, just a piece of shit, not looking out for only me. You know, I wanted to be somebody who you wouldn't get along, somebody who you wouldn't want to just so I could grow with him and see where he can really go. Which, you know, some of it, of course, comes fairly natural. But some of it, even I'm sitting there like, man, I'm taking this guy way too far over the top. But, you know, that's the whole premise of it is, you know, who would I not want? And when I figure out who I don't want to be, can I portray him?
No, yeah, I get it. Character development is easiest when you just start out the worst kind of person.
There's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Oh, no, I could have made him much worse. But I wanted him to have the ability to still go up.
I'm gonna be honest, right now the only reason Finley has anything to do with you is one, the prophecy, and two, we're pretty much raised together as brothers, but
Yeah.
other than that, he's not too fond of your actions at the moment.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
Literally the only reason is the prophecy for Proud.
Yeah, which, funny enough, that's exactly how Wes Narrows is thinking about it. What does he have to lose? You know, you guys aren't gonna kill him or usurp him or do anything until this prophecy helps fulfill, you know, saving the world. Which is pretty much the same way he feels about Liliana. You know, he doesn't have any sort of pull towards her or otherwise, but he's willing to do his duty to save the world. Not because he wants to save the world, keep in mind, because he's living in the world and he doesn't want to die.
Noble. Very noble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Upstanding
Yeah.
citizen.
Can't you tell? Although he, funny enough, you should say that about Finley not not liking his action. The way I built him this way tied in with the Session Zero, which also, if you join our Patreon and check out our Session Zero, you know, Wes Narrows has no relationships. There's a reason, but the only person who would consider to be close to him would be Finley. You know, just from having grown up together and done all these things together and having saved Finley before.
I feel like there's so much
also
more weight on my shoulders now.
Yeah,
His entire redemption rests on your shoulders.
Get to work.
the entire. Because I'm not going to do it.
What, is Wes gonna redeem himself? Hell no.
Fuck no.
Coleman, talk about how Finley came to be and that name, how you got that lovely name of his.
Oh, the name is based on a book series that I've liked for like maybe 6 months now.
Yeah.
So going way back.
Yeah, going way back. Farther than I can remember. No, he starts out Finley Campbell. He's a son of a wealthy nobleman kind of thing, and then this other family like takes over, so he has to go into hiding and join a underground movement and all this shit. It's a good book, but I like the name. Kind of had to have the last name Callan had because Craig's whole thing earlier.
The Session's -1.
Yeah, -1 when we were still in the Mind Slayers.
Yeah, like the preconception day.
Pre phase, yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Now, this was the one I wasn't there for, right?
Right.
Right.
This was me, John, and Craig.
Okay.
Where,
Alright.
Yeah.
where I single-handedly saved the world, and Johnson's
Say
country-
single-handedly.
Yeah, pretty much single-handedly got to save the world, and Johnson's country got to take credit for it.
No.
I mean, you were kind of there.
You sacrificed yourself, and I sacrificed my morality to let you sacrifice yourself.
That's one way of remembering it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sacrificed yourself, and I let you. I don't know if you understand what that did to me.
Toll it took.
Yeah, no, I mean, that is definitely a way you could remember it. But, anyways, so after I single handedly saved the world, Johnson's Country got to take credit for it, and now all of their kings are named after my character.
Pretty much. Even though you were like a wizard or something like that?
Sorcerer. He has a sorcerer.
Sorcerer, yeah. But no, that was the name. And then the actions, I've been having trouble thinking about what he's based off of, or what I based off of, I don't know, subconsciously. But I think he's like the Prince of Egypt. Have y'all seen that movie? That like 98, 99 animated DreamWorks movie?
Yes.
Oh yeah, man, that is a throwback.
Like the,
Hell
the
yeah.
one that's based off, like, the Bible?
Yeah, yeah,
Like, loosely?
but it's essentially the Prince of Egypt, but he's not Moses, and he never found God. Like he's got morals, he's a good. He was
Yeah.
raised right. He's
He's
not
just
a piece
into
of shit.
He's just into orgies and smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
he's Moses if Moses was really into orgies.
He truly is the king of kings.
Yep. Alpha and the Omega.
It makes a lot more sense now.
You see what I'm saying? He's like, because Prince of Egypt was really young when he like had to leave and shit like that. But if he hadn't have left, who knows what would have happened? Huh? Huh? Think about that.
You never left your kingdom. You've
Okay, you can stop thinking about that right now.
Okay, so that makes lots of sense. So moving on, a huge part of this, and you guys fulfilling your prophecy, is your lady companions. And just wanted to check in with you guys. I think, how are you doing with them? How's that going, Coleman?
Grade A. I think I'm doing great. Just fantastic. Like if it was on a point-based system, I'd be given a solid 98.
I'm so happy how confident you are.
I feel like I don't know if that's true.
I'm constantly worrying about it, but
I mean, you're probably a strong C. Like a 70.
it's passing.
74.
It's passing.
74, probably.
It's enough to get married.
I think up until this last episode, he was doing pretty well, actually.
I do too. I think he was probably A
Yeah.
material until
I did.
until this last episode.
I will say I'm very surprised how good you are doing, Coleman.
Yeah. Why? Why are we surprised? Because, I mean, there's a lot of reasons, really. But
That's why. I know why.
oh,
I just said thanks.
oh, I thought you said why.
No, I said thanks.
Oh,
Craig just wanted to explain it to you because it's always better when you explain
it
it.
is. Well, in this instance, it
Why? There's this, and there's this, and there's this, and there's the subsection of that, which is this.
is. But no, I think up until this last episode, yeah, you were probably a solid A.
Last episode.
Yeah. Now you're probably a solid C.
I'd give him a B minus.
Oof. I feel like that's being generous.
Yeah.
Like, is it because I didn't stay with her when the assassins came? I don't know what.
Yet again,
Or when we.
if you don't know what it is, I'm not telling you. It'll come up.
I feel like y'all
Yeah.
are fucking with me.
That's how relationships work. If you don't know, they won't tell.
Yeah. Well, it'll come up. Don't worry.
If you ignore it enough, it'll go away.
Ooh, I don't think that's true.
Along with the relationship.
Especially after she was
Talking
That's
about-
true.
yeah, that's probably true. Especially after she was just nearly murdered.
Hmm.
Felt that okay?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah, just some choking.
Yeah, and not the good kind.
Yeah. Which is also
Right.
gonna really fuck up any kinky like roleplay that y'all have.
I mean, I feel like that was probably already just because of how she was like, so is kissing how you make babies?
No, see, I was counting her for the closet freak. Like, once she got a little taste, it was gonna go.
Oh, well,
And
yeah, that's very
gonna go.
possible. But
Yeah.
now,
Now?
I don't know.
No. You even touch her collarbone, she's fucking judo
Ooh.
chopping you.
Yeah, it's gonna make it hard going, especially for your honeymoon that's coming up. I don't know how that's gonna play out. How about you?
So
You
who's
poured.
making?
Like how Wes is doing with Liliana?
Yeah.
I think he's doing great. You know?
Solid.
He's convinced her to not kill him yet. That's...
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To do the
that's
bare
still on
minimum of the relationship.
Yeah, that's still on the fence, too. No, I mean, Wes, kind of the same as it is with everything else. As far as the prophecy goes, he's willing to go into this marriage and fulfill it, but he doesn't feel anything towards her. He doesn't care about her happiness, or her well-being, aside from keeping her alive enough to fulfill the prophecy. Will that change in the future? I don't know. I mean, I'm referencing a lot back to my session 0 here, but he's pretty jaded to relationships after what happened to his. So, do I think he's doing well? No, not really. But he's doing as well as he wants.
Doing as much as he wants to.
Yeah, and, I can't say how that's going to change. We're all gonna find out together, because this is gonna be a learning experience.
It's love. Baby, don't hurt me.
Oh my. Craig, you, Lucrezia. There's been a sudden change there.
We have definitely started doing a lot better. That's for sure. I think we started off real bad. Real bad. But
You were a dick.
I was. Well, Proud came into this thinking he was in love with Liliana and that he was going to marry her, and that yet again his father was, messing up his life, and he was having to clean up the mess of his father, and he was pissed. He'd just been sent to war where he lost a whole bunch of farmers and just like untrained men in battle to Firenze. And so he was not in a great mood when he got to Firenze, and he took it out basically on everybody that was there. Anybody and everybody he could kind of vent that frustration on, he was willing to do so. And then when he finally gets to talk to Liliana, and they kind of just like, yeah, we're just going to, do our duty to this prophecy, and he kind of resigned himself to it at first. But then he overhears, like, Wesneros' and Liliana's first conversation together, and he starts to realize that even though Wesneros' people and his country are kind of assholes and have been at war with Liliana's country, and like she seems kind of interested in him, and like in a way that she never really showed him when they were together, and it kind of showed him that maybe what he was seeing or what he was thinking was not necessarily the reality. And so then he went into a weird tailspin where he nearly murdered a guy in your fighting pit. Like, I actually thought about murdering that dude. Like,
Wait. You almost killed a guy because you got friend zoned?
oh yeah. Most definitely.
Alright, just wanted to make sure I'm keeping up.
Oh,
Craig's
yeah.
Craig's a Redditor.
Yeah. Yeah, Proud was like, yeah, I mean, he was, I don't know if there's a level of anger that you could probably put that in. So yeah, he was furious and nearly murdered the butcher in that fight, and managed to pull it back and not do that. And then he like sat down and began evaluating his actions and the man he was becoming, and realized he was not very happy with the man that he was turning into, and decided to try to make things right. Also, the fact that the entire time that he'd been being an asshole to Lucrezia, she was nothing but nice to him. Like, the entire time. And he was just like, God,
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit, you know?
Yeah, she's Forensian. What do you expect?
Anyways. So he tried at first to kind of extend an olive branch and kind of stumbled over his words, couldn't really figure out what he was trying to say. He just didn't know what he was doing. And wasn't really sure either. But they seemed to kind of come to a bit of an understanding with each other and kind of made a little bit of headway. But as he had more time to reflect, it seemed like he kind of found where he was going. They had a really nice heart-to-heart talk, spent some time together, and really seemed to kind of bond a little bit and learn some things about each other. They were able to spend some time together. And yeah, I think they actually formed a pretty decent start of a relationship, you know. And now with the death of her mother, God, who knows what's going to happen.
So another really big part of this campaign is the political intrigue and all these, I guess, y'all have your own conspiracy theories about what's going on. And I just wanted to see kind of if you guys wanted to talk about that, maybe throw some of that out there.
Not really.
Wait, Johnson, you haven't figured it all out yet? You haven't pieced it all together?
No, my conspiracy. The only conspiracy I have is Amber's gonna throw something at us like what, tomorrow night? Just like right after the wedding or during the honeymoon phase.
Oh, so your conspiracy theory is that Amber is the DM and she will make...
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And also that Athenians are all dicks.
No.
It's not actually
Nothing
true.
bad ever happened from religious sects or from fantasy weddings. I think you're crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Plus, also, not all Athenians are dicks. Just Carrington's not even technically Athenian, but he is trained by Athenians.
Okay, so all these cultists are dicks.
The cultists
Whoever
are
these
dicks.
cultists are.
I think what we talked
Didn't you
about was like the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, a parallel that we made.
Yeah,
When we were talking about it personally, I think that's a really good analogy because it is. It's like all these different people
are connected.
Through this cult that are all trying to bring back the Hollow, and so they're infiltrating different
levels of the government that are all coinciding,
and they're trying to keep us all at each other's throats. So they want Woodell and Firenze to be at war, and now they want Aaron to be at civil war, and they want
also. Didn't they say something about Woodell and Aaron going to war?
I forgot. I don't know. I don't think so. Right now, they want you going to help fight the Civil War in Aaron. It's because of the Regency, and then they want my people to invade your country, so that it's just constant turmoil between all of our kingdoms, so that we're not focused on whatever it is they're doing. It's what it seems like.
Right, and it's because I think Amber told us, kind of outside of game or in game, was it? Every member of this cult has the first name of A.
Nope, that's the Athenites. Remember the Athenites. The Athenites have the first letter of first name starts with an A, but that's not the cult necessarily. Because, like I said, I've known some Athenites that are good people. They are healers. They're very kind. They're very caring. They are not like Aaron, and they're not like Carrington. So those are just bad people that are within the organization.
Right.
So I think that they have just infiltrated these.
I don't know. I mean, with that, I get it. They're dicks. They're greedy. They're out for themselves. That all. Lucrezia is the one who, came out with that. Which you know, cool. I get that. Yeah, if that's her power, is able to suss people out. But there's still no. There's just no concrete proof.
The only one that I have proof of anybody up to anything is Carrington is trying to incite war between my country and Firenze. Or at least I have it.
Yeah.
I have it on word from my mother that she intercepted ravens saying this, but she doesn't have
those
the
were
notes.
For sure from Carrington, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or so I was told.
So Carrington is trying to talk your dad
into He's trying to talk my dad into doing that, but he's already sent the ravens, or is trying to send the ravens out to get them started doing that. So he is at least up to something.
Yeah.
Well, is that greedy political bullshit, or is that ultimate evil?
I mean, I feel like that's a treasonous action if he does that without the king's consent. But I don't. I mean, I don't know for sure because I don't know how much my father, how much leeway he gives him. You know what I mean? I don't know like how much power he yields to Carrington's decisions.
Well, plus, without the actual notes as proof,
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
even if it's not something.
Yeah, I can't hold him to it. I can't confront him with it because I don't have the proof. So that makes it really hard. So
Yeah. It kind of seems like so far we have two like prime suspects that we need to watch. There's Aaron and then the Carrington guy.
well, and you watched Aaron a little bit during the assassination attempt, and from what you told us, you got an eyeful, just not exactly what you were expecting.
Yeah. So
And that's if Wes isn't lying to us.
I know, and that's what I'm always saying. Like, I don't know if Wes is telling me the truth.
oh man, come on, guy.
Like, I
Yeah, we don't even know if your dad's crazy.
Also true.
You don't even know if you're Wes. Who are you?
Who are you even?
Right? I mean, I believe the picture that I sent to the group chat speaks for itself.
I mean, it does. That is true.
I am a pink thing. I don't know what it is.
Right. But
Whatever it is, it looks good. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah, which
Well-
I still need Aaron to actually come check out my father,
Well.
and the physician. Right? Oh, sorry, that's getting more into like other stuff.
Well, that is definitely something we can do maybe before the wedding, or at least we can attempt to if we have time.
Yeah,
or after.
To kind of finish out tonight, I just wanted to kind of ask you guys, like, what is your favorite thing that has happened to your character, or I guess anywhere on the table?
I have a couple.
Okay.
She asked for one, Craig.
I know, but I'm gonna do two because I'm special.
he is fucking the DM.
It is true.
It's true. Yeah.
They have children to prove it.
I do have. It's happened at least 3 times that we can document. One of which is the conversation that happened between Finley and Silence's father.
I was gonna say that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite moments, where he comes out and he is basically badgering and belittling you about how his daughter was acting at a party, which was
How Finley's a bad influence or whatever.
yeah, and you basically
Making a mockery of their name.
and you finally basically manned up and stood up for her and put him in his place. I thought that was a great fucking role playing moment, and I loved it.
Oh, thanks.
My second was cussing out the lady who worked in the restaurant.
I was gonna say that one too.
Nothing like yelling at your wife on the internet and calling her a fucking whore. And then realizing it later because you're so into the moment that you don't see her, you see the lady working at the restaurant.
Or showing everybody it's okay to just yell at waitresses.
Also that.
Because that's what we stand for here at As of the Beholder.
It is. Hey everybody, remember to tell your waitress to go fuck themselves. But only if they're a piece of shit and tell you they don't serve your kind.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Do
that might
that.
be warranted then.
yeah.
Yeah.
They say that. Feel free.
Yeah.
Coleman, what about you? I mean, you said you had 2 in
Oh.
mind that Craig took over.
Yeah, Craig took mine. The
That's
first
on
kiss was interesting, and like the entire time she was high on smoke, like getting the monkey and
That was
all
pretty
that.
fun. That was a fun interaction. It was fun watching y'all play that out.
naming it Piccolina.
I love Silence as a character. She's a lot of fun to watch.
Oh hell yeah, she is.
Yeah.
And watching you just stumble through that romance is a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad you're liking it, Craig.
Yeah.
Glad you're having fun.
It's entertaining. That is for sure.
Oh,
That's what we're here for. I mean, if it wasn't entertaining, why would we be here?
That is true.
Because I'm gonna do this anyways. I don't care who finds it entertaining.
That's true. If we stop streaming and all that,
We would
still
be
gonna
doing
play
this.
D&D with y'all.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
still gonna do it.
Yeah.
Might as well have the cameras on.
Porter, what was your? Do you have a favorite moment?
I mean, of course, the two things Craig said. Those are very good moments. For Wes specifically, though, maybe, I actually did enjoy the interaction that he had with Liliana's sister.
Why isn't all of us just
Yeah.
cussing out Amber?
Yeah, I feel like that. There's a.
I have never cussed out Amber.
Well, that's
She
true.
dismissed
You
me.
just
Oh, wait.
dismissed her.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
dismissed.
You were dismissed.
Sorry, Amber.
It's okay.
Why is it just all of us
Adam-
telling off
Adam-
Amber?
There you go.
Now, shouldn't have been the
Yeah.
DM, Amber.
Right?
I feel like there's something underlying there. No,
Yeah, because we never did this to Craig, did we? Like this soon in,
No, I don't think we did.
this much.
I have to say, though, Craig didn't have this many abrasive characters.
It's true. All of Craig's
Like-
NPCs were either nice or just didn't give a shit.
All my
All of
NPCs are
Craig's-
dicks.
All
Not
of Craig's
all of them.
NPCs were either nice or Wendy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to cuss out Wendy several times, but I was too scared
Yeah.
to.
Didn't we try fighting Wendy's like sister or some shit?
That was an off-camera thing.
That's right.
But, I mean, as far as Amber, she has
Wide variety.
a wide variety.
Yeah.
Silence is very quiet, reserved, and nice. She has dicks. She has people that were outwardly like, hey, fuck you to your face.
Yeah. And she has expressions to match all of these.
Yeah.
You are
Unnoticed.
so correct. You couldn't be more right.
What happened that you like just didn't notice or something like that?
When I'm talking is proud, a lot of times I'm not looking at Amber, so I'm not getting the facial interaction of the character I'm talking to, so I wasn't picking up on those cues. So now I'm having to look at Amber to pick up on those cues.
Yeah.
No,
Some
go.
of my favorite moments actually were your guys' zero sessions. Those were a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed those a lot. Even yours, Porter.
Oh, that was something.
I look forward to when those some days are out and everybody can see those, or when you all sign up for our Patreon and watch them. Because
Didn't we say mine was going to be on the free tier?
That's what the
That's just basic history.
It's not even on YouTube. It's just like Vimeo or like just 20-second intervals on TikTok.
I will find a bunch of tape recorders and just actual cassette tapes and just record it on there and send it on the page.
there we go. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'd be in the more expensive tier because who has cassette players?
Right? I feel like that's a lot more work.
Yeah, that's like giving somebody a vinyl record now.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Ooh.
Unless
I
you're like
told you, man.
60.
told you Wes likes Finley.
Aww.
Aw.
Aww.
Kinda. In his own way.
Yeah.
Well, alright, guys. I think that about rounds it out tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Please catch the Kings of Tevinter on Twitch Fridays nights at 7:30. And of course, we always upload later to YouTube. And join us next time when court is back in session.